Hey everyone, this is Carl R. Jenkins. This is day 730 of 100 Days of Cloud, or year 2. And I'm shooting this video because I really wanted to give you like a capsule of my 2 years dedicating of 100 Days of Cloud. So I started July 5th, 2020. At the time, I only had two Amazon Web Services certifications. I now have more Azure and the same number of Oracle cloud certifications than I have AWS. But what I will say is this really changed the career trajectory and my job trajectory. Let's start out with jobs. I did land an Azure paid contract because of my participating in 100 Days of Cloud. I will also say that challenging myself throughout the 100-day cycle has also been a reason why I got hired and I got in a lot of programs. As you know, I'm in year 2 of Amazon Web Services Community Builder program. I did get that because I was participating and continuing in the 100 Days of Cloud. I applied in March of 2021. I got accepted May 15th, 2021, and I got renewed in May of 2022. But being in that program laid the foundation for me better understanding the inner workings of Fortune 500 companies and cloud companies. Amazon is the market leader of cloud computing. So you're seeing how people are making decisions. And so now when you go on these interviews or when you craft your resume, you know what they're looking for and you know how to present. A lot of times they're looking at ways that you can fit. And so if you come out and you present yourself a certain way, then you're more likely to get to the next round and or land the position. The same with the Google Cloud, which I started January 2022 of this year, and Deloitte, Salesforce. I'm able to, land the contracts, land the jobs, and land the training. I will say, for my year 2, if you do apply and get in as many opportunities as possible, I got into AWS before year 1 was up. I think that's very important, having structure and expanding your network, which you have to see these programs as. And the same with the certifications. So if you've been following me, you know that I'm very big on data and I love statistics. However, I think a point of view in a certain industry or a certain lane is very important when you do pursue 100 Days of Cloud, because you want to be very focused and you want to learn cloud, but you want to be able to master just one thing first before expanding out. By taking this survey approach of trying to learn all of the services or all of the industries and use cases, you're really spinning your wheels, and that's something that I wouldn't recommend. I will say that how I started in July of 2020 is completely different than how I am now because of the dedication of being paid. Like when you get paid, you really know, okay, this is what they're looking for. And that's very important. So you change your approach to learning. And it also means you go to the next level. So for the longest, I felt there's 3 main levels in cloud: fundamental or beginner, associate or intermediate, and then expert or advanced. And for the longest, I felt that I was always an associate level because I passed 4 Azure associates. I have 1 AWS associate. However, getting paid and being, in the cloud for a while, and also being now in AWS She Builds Cloud Up Solutions Architect Associate, it magnified, okay, I know how to do this. I know the cloud. I know how to put things together and do a solution based on price point, what product I would use, what service I would use, what would the backup be. That's when you know that you're an expert. I will say in year 2 of this, I am now at expert level. Finally, what I will also say is my decision to be multi-cloud was the right decision, because in 2020, as I mentioned earlier in this video, Amazon Web Services was the cloud leader. It still is, but people are using more than one cloud for disaster recovery. And disaster recovery is if one service goes down, the other service is still up and you can still just transfer over and use that. So yes, AWS is still in demand. I would recommend you doing AWS and Azure, or Azure and GCP, but mostly AWS and Azure as of right now. Those are your two biggest. Google Cloud Platform is number 3, but it's not growing at the same rate right now, but it is number 3. And if you do sit for it and go through GCP Jumpstart, that would really help you with that. So right now, as I mentioned, this is day 730. This is year 2 loading of cloud. Uh, these are the experiences that I wanted to let you know about. And what's next, I see myself continuing at least until 1000, only because one, I can say I did it, but two, even in between years 1 and 2, it's a significant amount of growth. I do see myself getting an expert level certification and chronicling that, because the mentality and how you think is very different going from associate to expert level. And then also remember, finally, I am open for multi-cloud work. I'm certified in Amazon Web Services, Azure, Oracle Cloud, and extremely knowledgeable in GCP. You can get into contact with me at carlarjenkins.com/contact. I'll put the link in the description right here, or it'll be on my blog, carlarjenkins.com. But I would like to thank everybody for watching this video on day 30 or year 2 of 100 Days of Cloud. And I'll see everybody in the next video.